Hey guys, I'm going to review the movie Hitch. Uh, Basically, it's a romantic comedy, which I'm normally not that big of a fan of. Starring Will Smith as basically he works as like I was gonna say matchmaker, but he's not really a matchmaker. Basically, people will come to him for dating advice. But it's interesting because he doesn't give people dating advice on like like how to like get a woman to have sex with them. He gives like actual legitimate like dating advice for like, okay, this is what you do if you want to impress a girl or whatever, that kind of stuff. But then he like meets this reporter lady and he falls in love and stuff. Which, I mean, I don't know. I like Will Smith. Will Smith's charm is very good in this movie. And the plot is pretty cliche. Like there's basically the woman he's interested in is a reporter and she's investigating this case that she keeps hearing about this the date doctor, which she doesn't know is him because for some reason he doesn't tell her when he starts dating her what he really does, and there's just like this long stretch where you can just see, oh great, she's gonna find out that he's the date doctor and she's gonna be upset and they're gonna fight with each other, then they're gonna have to make up, blah blah blah, typical rom-com stuff. And I know it sounds like I didn't like this movie. Uh, I actually really liked this movie. All the actors are do really good in it. Even like Kevin James is actually really good in this, I think. Like I mean he's playing the typical Kevin James character with the like awkward, dorky, clumsy dude that is going after the girl that's like way out of his league, but it doesn't feel like fake. That's what I liked about it. It felt kind of real. The movie kind of connected to me, like on a personal level, to be honest. Because just like I'm not gonna go into detail because it's like weird stuff, but like some of the stuff that happened in the movie, just kind of or the dialogue, some of the dialogue that was said about like love and different things like that. I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good explanation of what's going on with me. I don't know. It kind of connected to me, but like regardless of that, I feel like if you're the type of guy who has ever had trouble finding love, I feel like this movie might connect to you. Like Kevin James's character in particular, I kind of connected to. I mean, I'm not as clumsy as Kevin James's character was in the movie. I'm not like a crazy, clumsy, like awkward, dorky goofball. I mean, I kind of am, but not to that extreme. But I am enough that I was able to relate to that character, and I like that character. All the characters have their like awkward moments, which is another thing I really like about it. So none of that, like even Will Smith with like his charming character has some like really awkward weird moments, and I like that because it makes all the characters feel more human, the fact that they all have like their awkward moments. And another thing I really like about it that is something this movie doesn't do, which being a movie about a guy who helps people with dating advice, there's you could make like half of the jokes, more than half of the jokes in the movie about sex. But there's very little talk of sex, which I don't know, maybe for some people that's a negative, but I've seen enough things where it's overused unnecessarily. Like if you've ever seen the show Big Bang Theory, it's a decent show, but they overuse like sex related jokes far too much to the point where some episodes are like borderline unwatchable because of it. I don't know. It's just like it's too many sex jokes and it cheapens the comedy in my opinion. Uh I mean unless they're written really well, which a lot of times they aren't. Like it's easy to write like a it's easy to write just it's easy to write sex jokes, but it's incredibly hard to actually to write ones that don't become stale after like half an hour of hearing them a bunch. But yeah, the movie very clear, and also like Will Smith's character makes it clear that he's not out to help people get sex, because there's one scene where a guy comes to him looking for business, and the guy's like, I met this girl at the store while buying lingerie for another woman that I'm no longer seeing, and he goes on, and he keeps talking. Everything seems so dull. I need her, and it sounds like he's like genuinely in love with her. And then he finishes off. He's like, I think things will really bounce back with me once I bang her. And then Will Smith like basically says, no, I'm not gonna work with you. You're a douchebag. Goodbye. And he like gets up and just leaves. Like he just walks out. He won't even work with him, which is cool, I think, because I mean, people like that don't need a love doctor. As unfortunate as it is to say, I feel like people like that usually, and he didn't seem like he was particularly bad at it either. It's just like whatever. I don't think people like that deserve help in relationship aspects, and I like that they but and then they kind of that character actually ends up being important later because the reporter's friend is the girl that the guy was interested in, and he like babe he's like an ass. They do hook up, but then he was like unimpressed, I guess, and he mutters something about the date doctor as he leaves. So now her friend hates the date doctor, and it's all building up to the stupid Will Smith. I think it's Eva Mendes playing the female love interest. Like their stupid confrontation, but but even when they did have a confrontation, like I was starting to get really bored, and then they made up for it because they had a scene where they confront each other basically a second time, which sounds bad, but they're doing it like they kind of like bust he kind of like bust into a like speed dating thing, and just like as a way to get to like talk to her about it, and they like go on, and then he finds out it was about the douchebag guy. That's why her friend. That's why she doesn't like him, and that's why because oh yeah, she. I should talk more about Kevin James' character. Basically, Will Smith, while the movie goes on, is also there's two love stories going on. He's helping Kevin James woo this woman who's this celebrity woman named Allegra Cole, and Kevin James' character's name is Albert Brenneman, and basically they're Albert and Allegra are at some like party thing, and he gets pictures taken of him dancing like Goofy, so he's getting like lots of publicity, and then she posts like a really like I probably shouldn't be spoiling so much, but at the same time the plot's pretty cut and dry, so it's not like there's something that you're gonna watch this movie and be like, no, why'd you spoil that for me? It's not that type of thing. But yeah. Um friggin' movies. I have trouble reviewing movies without spoiling parts of them. I don't know. I need to work on that, but it's overall good movie. I like the characters' acting was really good. They all had their like weak moments and strong moments that made you like and all the relationships are believable, even like the Kevin James and the celebrity electrical that their characters, even their relationship was believable, which like you usually when you have the dorky guy going after the super way out of his league woman, the chemistry is usually not there or is like unrealistic. But no, I thought all of it was pretty it was a pretty accurate portrayal. I mean, obviously it's not going to be 100% accurate because it's a movie, it's not real life. I actually feel like TV shows are better for portraying that type of thing because you can make it take place over the course of several years, which is how like love usually forms, not like over like a week. But and I mean, for what it is, it works very well. The plot is pretty cookie cutter, but like just some of the dialogue and the acting's very strong. Will Smith's charm is there. Is This is kind of random, but like Tom Cruise is an actor that people always say, "Oh yeah, he has such charm. He's so cool." I've never been a big Tom Cruise guy. I don't really like Tom Cruise. Will Smith, on the other hand, I can see the charm with him. Perhaps more in this movie than any other movie I've seen. And the only movie that I can think of where I didn't like Will Smith was Shark Tale. That stupid, like, animated movie from DreamWorks where he was a fish and he, like, kills a shark or he lies about killing a shark, and so he's like a celebrity. But that movie was just dumb overall. I don't think that was Will Smith's fault. That was just a dumb fooping movie. Uh, but yeah, Hitch, a good movie. If you like rom-coms, and even if you don't like rom-coms, if you like rom-coms or you're a guy who's ever had trouble finding love, go watch it because I don't know. To me, it connected to me on a personal level, and that very greatly enhanced my enjoyment. I don't think I would have liked it as much had I watched it like 2 or 3 years ago, but watching it now, I really like it. So, yeah. Uh, watch Hitch or Udachi.